I just want to say thank you to all of the good staff that took care of me in St. Franciscans Hospital in Hammond, Indiana in 2019 when I was in a coma. Nurse Kathy, Nurse Debbie, the little nurse Erica. I'm talking about the small Erica, Latino girl. I think that was her name. She took care of me right when I first came out of the coma in the emergency room. I want to say thank you to the doctors who saved my life, um, and other nurses that I met later. The two nurses, I can't remember their name, but I kept knocking the breathing tube out of my nose. I would have died if I would have kept doing that. The one nurse stuck her lip out and she said, "Why are you knocking your breathing tube out? If you keep doing that, I'll lose my job." So I put the breathing tube in my nose. I just come out of a coma, and I kept it in my nose after she told me that because I didn't want her to lose her job. But she wouldn't have lost her job. But thank you for that. I remember all of the wonderful, wonderful nurses. I want to go through some names. If I miss some names, please forgive me. I'm just going to go through what comes to mind. There was Nurse Erica who took care of me in the emergency room. There was Nurse Debbie, Kathy, uh, Evelyn. I met the male nurse. I met Frank. He was great. Frank was great. And Juanita. I want to say thank you to the wonderful doctors who saved my life. Um, the one doctor that comes to mind, I believe his name is Dr. Basil, but I might be saying it wrong. He's an Indian guy, and he's very intelligent, very astute, and a wonderful human being. The one that kept giving me dialysis over and over and over in 2019. He saved my life. If it weren't for his work, for him caring, I wouldn't be here right now. I want to say thank you to one doctor who really came in my room. I can't remember his name, but I was having trouble breathing and my blood pressure kept going up. And he gave me some various medical treatments and he made me comfortable. He gave me medication and everything, and he made me comfortable. He really, really very professional. Older guy. I can't think of his name. Darn it, I want to remember his name because he was so good. I want to say thank you to Darna, who was my physical therapist at St. Franciscans Hospital in Hammond, Indiana. I want to say thank you to Dee, who wasn't a nurse. She was, I suppose, a nurse's aide or something like that, or just somebody, that came in and checked on patients. She came in my room and she cleaned me up when I was, I couldn't take care of myself because I was paralyzed because of atrophy. Atrophy kicks in after you're in a coma for a long time, and you first come out of a coma. You can't move your arms and legs. I could barely move my arms by that time. I was on the fourth floor. And, she took care of me. So I want to say thank you to all those wonderful professional people. Um, Again, the names that I remember is Erica, Kathy, Debbie, Juanita, Darna, Nurse Frank, wonderful, wonderful professional, and all the wonderful doctors. And I want to say thank you to the Catholic staff there. The clergy came to visit me, and they talked with me, and they prayed with me. Also talked to some of the nuns there, and they prayed with me, and it was just, I was on the thread of dying. I went from 220 pounds all the way down to about 80, maybe 80 pounds. I would say I weighed about 80 pounds when I was in ER, when I first came out of there, ER. So I came so close to dying. But there was a lot of great professionals there. There was there was two bad experiences, but other than that, the other nurses were impeccable. So if anybody hired Nurse Kathy, Evelyn, Debbie, Juanita, if any other hospitals hired them, you're getting very good employees. They were very professional with me when I was helpless. I couldn't take care of myself. I want to say thank you to, I can't remember her name because it's been a while now, but the nurse who came to my house and took care of me. I used to live at 851 Gosselin Street, Hammond, Indiana, and she came to my house and she took care of me. Thank you so much for what you did for me. I want to say thank you to, I'm sorry, I want to say thank you to the physical therapist. I can't remember her name, African American woman, wonderful woman. She helped me to get to where I could walk again. Very compassionate, very beautiful human being. Um, I want to say, definitely, I want to say thank you, Darna, for saving my life. And you know what I'm talking about, too. It happened in St. Franciscans Hospital. You saved my life. Thank you so much. And just, there was one guy that came in there, and he is an Oriental, older guy. And I was kind of talking out of my head, but I remember saying something about Bruce Lee, and he told me he knew Bruce Lee personally and all that, and trained with him. And it's really funny. I look back and I think, well, maybe he did, but I don't know, or maybe he was just messing with me. But it was very entertaining. I thought it was really cool that he was doing that. Now that I look back and I think about that, so um, there's a lot of good people that work in the medical profession. Uh, I don't know her name, but a Japanese American young lady came in my room and she started crying, man. She was new to nursing and she was looking at me and she felt so sorry for me that she cried. God bless you. I mean, I know you're a wonderful nurse now. I know she was training to be a nurse. I know you made it. I know you're a beautiful person. I know you're a wonderful nurse now. And thank you for for being compassionate and really caring about, my situation. I want to say thank you to all the doctors that saved my life. All the doctors at St. Franciscans Hospital that worked with me, they did an impeccable job. Very professional people. When after I came out of that coma, I mean, and when I was in the coma, they saved my life. The one doctor, I can't think of his name. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I do know. I remember he told me that he was Indian, very astute, very wonderful human being, great human being, very smart, very compassionate, very caring. Um, so, and I want to say thank you to the clergy, the Catholic clergy who prayed with me. Um, I want to say thank you to the nuns there. There were several nuns who prayed with me. I just want to thank you all for your wonderful compassion there in that hospital, for St. Franciscan's Hospital in Hammond, Indiana, which they have since torn down, but it was there in 2019. It used to be the old St. Margaret's Hospital in Hammond, Indiana, on Holman Avenue. That's where I was. So I met a lot of people in the medical profession who are wonderful human beings. If somebody will take care of you when you can't move your arms and legs, if somebody will take care of you like that, you're like a baby laying there, but yet they're so compassionate that they will take care of you and they will go out of their way. These people I mentioned, they went out of their way to help me. All of the ones who provided me with breathing exercises, they had the machines and things like that. And the one that called himself, I can't think of his name, but he was goofing around. He said his name was Rocky. I don't know if that's really his name or not, but he came in and he was helping me to get to where I could walk a little bit. I still remember him, great guy, and I remember his assistant. She was awesome as well, and I I'm just very very grateful for professional people like that take the time to help other people. I love you. I think that you're the best people in the world. Um, so I just want to make this video to say thank you to all of them because it means a lot to me when somebody will take care of you when you're helpless. That's the best human being. The best human being is someone who will have compassion on you when you're helpless, when you can't move your arms and legs. And I couldn't move my arms and legs, and it was horror in that way. But they made it a lot better for me. I definitely want to say thank you to Dee though, because Dee, um, she's a nurse's aide wherever she might be working now. I wish her the very best in life because Dee came in and cleaned me up when I had messed on myself. She's very wonderful. I want to say this so if she watches, she'll know who she'll know I'm talking about her, a young African American woman. Uh, she came in my room and she seen that I was in trouble and she did help me. She cleaned me up and she was very, very nice to me. And I just want to say thank you to all of you, wonderful people at community hospital in Munster, Indiana. That's a very good hospital. If anybody's in that area and you need medical treatment, I would recommend community hospital because that is a very good hospital. They took care of my mother in her last days, and Mom always told me, he said, they are so sweet to me here. I love the staff here. Thank you for finally convincing me to come here, you know. And so I want to say thank you to the dialysis center, um, right off of it's off of State Line in Hammond's, right there on the line. I can't think of the name of the place, but there was a doctor who owns it. I can't think of his name, but he owns it, and he suggested that I take my mother there. And when I took my mother there, they treated Mom so good. They treated Mom so well. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and kind of pour my heart out and say thank you to all the wonderful professional people and all of you. If I forgot some of your names, please forgive me because I was in a bad state at that time. But all of you who took care of me when I was in a coma and I was on the threshold of life, it took me a long time to recover both physically and even longer to recover mentally. I was very sick, and I had hallucinations for a long time that I wouldn't tell anybody. That's what that experience did to me. I was in a coma for a long time, for a month, and after I came out of the coma, I was still very sick for a very long time. Diabetic, high blood pressure. I felt like my heart was going to explode many times. I couldn't think straight. I was in very poor health. It took me a long time to overcome those things. So I just want to say thank you to all the people that are good, who really, all the people who are really professionals, who really put their life into the medical profession. Thank you so much, because you do so much good in this world, and I love you, and I wish you all the very best in life and everything, and God bless you. Just thank you. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say in this video.